Okay, today we're going to use properties of isosceles and equilateral triangles to solve for side lengths and angles. So this first example, we have an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle has two congruent angles. Okay. Ejemplo uno, esta isosceles triangle. Y triángulo tienes dos ángulos, es lo mismo. ¿Sí? Sí. So, we have to give an angle a variable name. Let's say x and x, because they're the same. So it'll be 40 plus x will equal 180 degrees, because every triangle, the angles add up to 180 degrees. X plus x is 2x, so 40 plus 2x equals 180. Subtract by 40, 2x equals 140. Divide by 2, x equals 70. So these angles are both 70 degrees. Okay, now, our second example, we'll use an isosceles triangle. Ejemplo dos, esta isosceles triangle.
But I thought that you just did the isosceles. No, not yet. I don't know.
Now, I need to know what x and y are, okay? X is a side, and y is an angle, okay? Resolve para x y y. Okay, because an isosceles triangle has two congruent angles, okay? This angle equals this angle because they both have that single arc mark, okay? Ángulo con uno marca y otro ángulo con uno marca es lo mismo, ¿sí? Si 30 aquí, está 30 aquí. So if this is 30, this angle is also 30. So y will equal 30. Okay? Y equal 30. Porque dos ángulos iguales. Now, isosceles triangles also have two congruent sides opposite of the congruent angles. So this side is equal to this side because opposite of those sides are the two congruent angles. Because these two sides are equal, if this side is 20 inches, this side is also 20 inches. So x will equal 20 inches. This next example is a little different, but we're going to work through it. Okay, so this is our third example. Now in the third example, this angle and this angle are equal. Okay, this side and this side are equal. And then they share this side as well. Now, if we look or think about our previous topics, we'll know that these two triangles are congruent based on side, angle, side congruency, because we have a side, an angle, and a side that are congruent. Okay, so in order to solve for x, now that we know that these are congruent triangles, for will just equal the same side that x is, so x will equal 4. Okay, now, our next example will involve the exterior angle theorem. Never mind, we're going to skip that one. Our next example will involve the same type of congruency tests. Okay, so for example 4, this is what the picture will look like. Now, we have angle, and then a shared side, and then an angle. So the two triangles will be congruent based on angle, side, angle congruency. Okay? Now, if you also notice, these are both isosceles triangles. So if they're both isosceles triangles, the sides opposite of the angles are congruent to one another. Okay? Now, that means the side with -1 plus x will equal 8. So to solve for x, it'll be 8 equals -1 plus x. We'll add 1 to both sides. So x will equal 9. So the side lengths are 9. I'm sorry. So the side lengths are all 8, but this x equals 9.